2 days ago, well, a day and a half ago, not last night, but the night before, I came home and I had one of my notifications in my Facebook. Somebody posted it in a group, and then someone I'm friends with, Facebook friends with, who's in that group, had put a comment, and you know how they give you a notification then. So I opened it up to see what it was, and someone had destroyed the monument to Francis Scott Key. Francis Scott Key is the guy who wrote the lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner. So apparently, the left has decided that the national anthem is racist. So I asked around about this, and I did some Googling, and it seems Colin Kaepernick is the one that started this. So this was his excuse that he gave for kneeling for the national anthem. He said that black people that our nation oppresses black people because of this. Here's the problem with that. Our nation is not oppressing black people right now. Is there a tainted history? Yes. Everybody acknowledges that slavery was an ugly part of our history, but what are we going to do? Get rid of everything? Yeah, I know that's what they want. Now, for me, one of the reasons why I'm against that is because I know that's what they generally do before a revolution. And I just don't think that it's necessary. I know other people don't agree with me, but most people don't want to see all our monuments torn down. And most people don't want to hate our country. Most people are tired of the division and the hate. And make no mistake, destroying a monument is hateful. You can't just point to other people and then beat them up. You can't just claim other people offended you and then go around beating them up. I thought people learned this in, kindergarten and preschool. You can't just hit somebody because they said something mean, or you don't like their hair color, or you don't like their shirt, or whatever. Because that's what it's coming down to. People are just looking for excuses to hate, looking for excuses to... we had the whole incident recently with Ben Shapiro went to speak at Berkeley. And we had this woman who called him a fascist because he said transgenderism is a mental disorder. Well, it actually is a mental disorder. It's a mental disorder called gender dysphoria. So, as of right now, it's still in the psychiatric manual. And people argue, well, this used to be in there, and now we accept it. I think a lot of people think, if you want to change your gender, if you want to get this surgery... But here's the problem. You're never going to be able to change your DNA. And that's a whole tangent, actually. Getting back to the monument, this is just, it's tragic. And all of this hate, the hate has to stop. The hate has to stop. So where did this come from? This accusation that the national anthem is racist. Where did that come from? So where it came from is a third verse that people don't use. It makes reference to the fact that when we defeated the British, we defeated slaves that were also fighting for the British. I could say that I'm offended by all the hatred that we're getting from the left, or I could say that I'm offended. People could say that they're offended by someone destroying the statue. It goes on and on and on. When is enough enough? I just feel like this crosses a line where I would hope that your regular average American would start to actually care what's going on in this country, start to actually care about all the hate going on. One of the problems is our entire country is being hijacked by a small number of activists who are loud and proud of their hatred, and regular Americans It's time for them to realize what's going on, and it's time for them to start speaking up. Because I know most normal people would think this is not okay. And it's illegal. It's against the law. It's vandalism. You can't. That's the thing, is they're making all these excuses for breaking the law. We have laws. We don't get to break the law because more feels. And that's what's going on. People are trying to advocate for breaking the law just because, things hurt their feelings. And we don't have the law. We have a chaotic society. And I don't think anybody wants that, except for the loudmouths on the left.